Okay, let's see what's happening with U.S. markets now. And Bloomberg's Jessica Summers is standing by in New York. Jessica, good to see you as always. Now, we're seeing a mixed session in terms of U.S. equities trading. What have investors been focusing on?
Yes, definitely a mixed session today in U.S. equity trading to end the week here. We still are supposed to post about more than 1% gain on the S&P, though, for the week. In terms of positivity here, we're seeing some optimism on the U.S. economy after we received data earlier showing U.S. non-farm payrolls rose by the most in almost a year last month. Also some positivity on the ongoing U.S.-China trade talks, with China coming out and saying that it will boost its purchases of U.S. goods. So some positive signs there, and some also signals that there will be continuing conversations. On the downside, though, we are seeing technology shares underperform, and that's as Amazon is sort of leading the way lower after reporting a disappointing sales forecast, and Amazon is actually the biggest laggard on the S&P today.
Now, in terms of movers, the biggest gain on the S&P 500 was Symantec. What's behind that rally?
Yes, really interesting company to watch right now. It rallied more than 14% at one point today. That's after it came out with earnings that beat analyst expectations. It also raised its outlook for revenue and profit for the rest of fiscal 2019. Another piece of news regarding the company is that the CFO is actually stepping down, which isn't quite a surprise. There's been a real management shakeup at the firm lately. About 3 executives left late last year, and it's really showing how the company is trying to make these different changes in order to boost growth.
And in the commodity space, focus was on oil majors, Exxon and Chevron's earnings reports this morning. Please give us a bit more detail.
Yes, so I did want to focus and bring up those two especially because we were just waiting for the oil majors to report here, and especially Exxon and Chevron. Both companies came out with earnings that beat the street's estimates, which was quite impressive. And there was also some positivity around this soaring crude production in the Permian Basin, both helping Exxon and Chevron. In fact, Exxon reported that its crude production in the Permian almost doubled, and Chevron's overall oil and natural gas production reached an all-time high, also driven by Permian wells there. So really showing how the Permian production there has helped boost both companies overall in terms of earnings. And we'll still have some more to watch, but those two were very important, especially considering that crude tumbled more than 30% in the fourth quarter. So investors were waiting to see if that would impact these oil majors or not.
All right, that's Bloomberg's Jessica Summers talking to us from New York. Thank you, Jessica. Let's come back home now and